So, okay, people. So look, you got to look at this thing like this, yeah. First of all, these losses that Rocky's suffered his last two outings, yeah, do not shape his career, because the way I'm looking at this thing is like this. You've got Rocky before the belt, and then you've got Rocky after the Usman third fight. So you got Leon before winning the belt, and then you got Leon after he fought Usman for the third time. Now, I believe that when he beat Usman that third time, that Leon was finished. That Leon there, we ain't gonna see that Leon. We potentially may not see that version of Leon again. And why may we not see that version of Leon again? I tell you why. Because you gotta understand, people, these men have put in serious work, you know. Over the years, yeah, these men in Brum that do MMA have put in serious work. So it's like a man clocks the game, he finishes the game, he's won the gold, he's had some very serious paydays. You know, what else is there left to do? I believe that the hunger's left this man. I believe he's not hungry anymore. I think having the belt, he's not a man. First of all, Rocky ain't a man who's going to be trash talking, who's going to be doing all of that stuff to sell fights. This is a man that just puts his head down and focuses on his craft. That's what these men do. They're not into the nonsense and trying to sell fights and all that. They don't do that. So when these men finally won the belt, yeah, it was almost like they're going on this interview, that interview, this interview. I remember watching Leon on a press run and saying, yo, my man looks tired, man. Like, he looks exhausted. But that's what comes with the belt. You've got to go around everywhere, schools, meet with officials, meet with radio stations, or whatever the case may be, marketing, whatever the case may be. Management would have these men doing all those kind of things. I don't think Leon likes that, and I feel like it took away the hunger from having the belt. It's like a pirate, yeah. You'll have a pirate who is searching for the treasure, searching for the treasure for years, just on the sea, searching for the treasure, and eventually he locates and secures the treasure. Now he don't want to go back out on the sea to find more treasure. That hunger's gone. That Leon that was fighting before, the Leon that was fighting Usman 2, Usman 3, I don't believe he has a performance like this. I don't believe he has a performance like this. I believe the hunger's gone. That's what I think this is. I think the hunger's gone. And now that the hunger's gone, we're going to see performances like this. Leon has had some solid paydays, some serious paydays. And right now, it's a situation where he's probably saying to himself, yo, I live in a nice house in the Midlands. You know, I drive nice cars. I have money in the bank. I've achieved what I need to achieve. He said he's got 3 of those UFC belts, meaning, you know, that's some nice mantelpiece ornaments to put up. The man's a legend. The man's a legend in the sport. Like, what more is there to achieve now? The hunger has left. No one else, yeah, this side of the country. Matter of fact, no one else in the UK, full stop, has achieved what Leon's achieved. And I feel like he knows that, and he's understood that he's clocked the game, and he don't desire this no more. That's what I seen last night was that I don't believe he desires this no more. I don't think he wants it anymore. Is that a bad thing? I mean, it depends who you're asking, but I'm going to be real, and as much as I don't like to say this, I've got to speak the facts, yeah? I can't see Rocky getting near the belt again. I can't see him going anywhere near the belt. Big up, let me go to this comment. Oh, okay, you haven't put your name still, but big up one of the Patreons who commented yesterday on the Saturday stream and said, do you think Leon needs to go up to 185? I don't know whether he's weight drained or just not hungry anymore. He's not hungry. He's not hungry anymore. He's made solid paydays, secured his future. He's opened up a takeaway / restaurant for his mom. What more can he really get out of bed in silk pajamas? Does he really want to do the grueling training that comes with mixed martial arts anymore? I just feel like this is the end, man. I just feel like this ain't a brother who's in this thing to just compete and lose and have losses on his record. This is a man who set out to be a champion, achieve that goal, and I believe like now he's over it. And when he had the belt, it's not like he done anything different outside of the ring. It's not like Leon had the belt and was selling the championship. He wasn't doing that. He was just the same as he is now, really. So I feel like it's just a case of he's not hungry anymore. He's not hungry anymore. That's it. There's not no big breakdown you can really do on that. The man's just not hungry anymore, and it shows now. It's showing in his performance. And can he come back? Of course he can come back, but I believe that he's achieved what he set out to do. These men got in the gym 17, 18 in Erdington, a place that until the last few years, nobody outside of Erdington, even in Brom really, I mean, outside of Brom, no one mentioned that place. It's only the last few years that it's becoming like a place that's heavily mentioned when Birmingham is mentioned. But at the time when Leon stepped in the gym in Erdington, the chances of him becoming a world champion was slim to almost nothing. And from that gym, he started his journey in Birmingham and didn't leave the city, trained here, trains with men who still have normal 9-to-5s and things like that, and became a champion in the city. And not only became a champion, but became a champion with other men from the city. Now, some people may say that's maybe where he fell short, because he didn't travel. He didn't go to different gyms around the world. But look what he achieved from Brom. So I feel like it's difficult for me the man set out what he achieved what he set out to do. That's all I can really say. Like, these men broke every single record there is to break coming from Brom. Like, meaning that, there was no way, if you would have said back in them days that, I mean, I always thought that the gym would produce talent that would make it to the highest level of the sport. But when you're talking about becoming a champion, and we're talking about Leon's been in the gym since probably 2010. We're in 2025. So in 15 years, the man's walked into a gym not knowing nothing about the sport and became a champion in the sport. And in the process, I believe he should have secured his family's future financially. If he's smart with his money, I believe that this is a legacy that's going to live on. Now, am I upset that he didn't go for... And this is just my words. I mean, he could go back into title contention and win the belt again. Am I upset that he didn't win this fight? Definitely, but the reason I'm upset is a selfish reason, because I'm being selfish. But in the grand scheme of things, what my man's achieved, like, you gotta take your hat off to him, man. On a real level, like, this is a man, just to put it into perspective for you, this is a man who went to Stevens School in Aston, ended up going into that gym and made something of himself coming from this city. So for me, take my hat off to the accomplishment, and hopefully he finds that hunger again. But it would be difficult. It will be difficult, because when a man's clocked the game, which he's done, it's probably difficult now. Like the legendary Marvin Hagler says, it's going to be difficult to get up out of bed at 4 a.m. when you're wearing silk pajamas and the sheets are silk. It's going to be difficult, man. So That's all I can really say on this, man. Yeah, it's one of them people. So just hit the like button, and that's it, folks.